Peace and blessings, family. Peace and blessings. My name is Mark Anthony, and this is Elevated Talk. Welcome to the Cosmic Show. If you're new here, sit back, enjoy yourself, as we're going to get into some lore, okay? So, recently, I fasted. I fasted not only from food for about 3 days, but I also fasted from social media. I deleted YouTube, I deleted TikTok, which if you know, you know, right? Also, let me know if y'all fuck with the intro, or should I stick with the engaging hook to get you in the video? Let me know in the comments. And so the reason why I fasted was a multitude of reasons, man. And headline after headline, just the energy that we're in, that deconstructing energy, that cycle ending energy of the year that we're moving into, right? New Year's is in March, right? That year of 9, that rise of the feminine, right? The age of Aquarius, just so many monumental shifts and energetic movement going on. I had to sit back with myself, especially recently, as I'm not going to say I lost inspiration to create content, but I could feel my approach to creating content more systematic than creative. And there was a multitude of reasons for that I knew I couldn't deconstruct or bring to realization if I was continuing to post and not take a moment to take a step back and sit with myself, right? And so that's what I did these past 5 days. And this is going to the understanding that in this deconstructing energy that we are in, this is what's going to happen. Things are going to rise to the surface so that we can become aware of them. Things are going to bring darkness, right? Bring unhealed things, show us possible limitations or egoic attachments so that we can face them, so that we can sit with them, so that we can ask ourselves a deeper question, so that we can release what is needed to be released and embody our highest evolution. So as I sat with myself, a few things came to my awareness. A few things that I have not shared with the online family. The truth is, y'all know my name is Mark Anthony. And actually today, making this video, I just turned 20 in the physical. I've been around the block. I've been around the earth block a few times. But in the physical, I just turned 20. I currently live with my parents. And I currently work at a melanated owned smoothie shop. Now, why do I share this? I share this because for a while, and it's gonna be a paradox, right? For a while, right, I felt called to keep that to myself, right? And this is what I mean when I say it's a paradox, because in that, it was teaching me boundaries. It was teaching me that not everybody needs to know everything, right? But as I sat with myself recently, fasting from social media, I realized how it now became a more egotistical thing of protection of the identity that I've cultivated online, right? And so my ego and my higher self going back and forth like, oh, if you tell these people, they're going to change their perceptions about you and you won't be able to gain any real following, and this, that, and the third. A lot of missing out, a lot of fear and things like that, right? And so I saw how I was holding on. It had now not become a more mindful thing, but a more egotistical thing, right? And so this is the paradox of it, because at first it was helping me heal. It was teaching me boundaries, right? Learning to say less and listen more, right? And so this is the paradox of life, because the ego can be a teacher as well. But we have to be willing to be truthful with ourselves, especially during these times about what we're seeing both within and in the world, and be willing to take accountability and responsibility for the things that we are experiencing. Now, I also say this to say two things. One, my parents, and this was my perception as well. I still, why I wanted to hold on to this was because in my mind I was like, listen, bro, I'm finna run up this bag. I'm finna become famous as fuck, and then I'm finna tell people that, yeah, man, this whole time I was working a job, and I was still making content, right? And that was like my story, right? But I realized in that I was like chasing fame and shit. Like, what are we doing, chat? What are we doing? And so I sat with myself on that, and also, this is the journey. I'm playing this human character just like you. I'm playing these human games just like you. And what has always been prevalent to me is never letting this human illusion have me forgetting the cosmic being that I am. And when this hit me, this really sparked that creative essence back in me. Because it's easy to forget. Especially when you're caught up in trying to survive, trying to live in the physical. It's easy to forget. But I've went through this journey, ups and downs, metaphysical, physical, gaining this knowledge, connecting with the ancestors, to use this knowledge to free ourselves. So I'd be doing a disservice to not only myself, but to you and to everybody watching if I didn't speak my truth. And you're doing a lot of people a disservice if you don't speak your truth. And that's something I had to realize. We can't hold back just because the truth is going to be uncomfortable. We have to face it, especially right now, because if we don't, the cycles will repeat. And so this is the power of fasting. This is for the algorithm, okay? This is for the algorithm. Stick with me. This is the power of fasting. You give yourself time to take a step back, to really sit with yourself and ask yourself the deeper questions. We look out into this world right now, and there's so many shifts going on, and it's easy to feel hopeless, but we are not hopeless. We just have to be willing to take a step back for a moment and reassess, gain the knowledge necessary, use our resources, technology, our minds, our soul, our ancestors, our community. These are our resources. But I don't know if you can see back there. The shirt says the revolution starts inward. You are your greatest resource. And when we choose to fast, what we are doing is we are almost like taking a deep breath of clarity, but on a bodily level. And so it's allowing ourselves to tune in, allowing ourselves to tune in to what is going on inwardly so that we can begin to see, so that we can begin to come to the revelations necessary for us to embody our highest truth. And when we do that, we start to move in alignment with our highest reality. So quick lore. Here's what I'll be studying all year and what I'll be implementing into my life. Sustainability, how to live sustainably, how to boycott big box corporations who don't practice sustainability, and boycott local businesses, right? I break all that down in a free ebook down below. Go to Elevated Resources down in the link below. Okay? Focus on sustainability. Second is investing. Crypto, the future, anything to help me grow my assets, right? I'll be dropping more lore on that on my Instagram, and also for any of my folks who stay in the hometown, you know who you are. I'll be doing a live workshop pretty soon. Thirdly is healing. right? Self-remembrance, self-empowerment. For anybody that's looking to start their journey, who's looking to sharpen their spiritual skills, who's looking to go through and do some deep inner wound healing, I've left a divine chakra course down below. If you don't know what the chakras are, the chakras simply act as a energetic manifestation of the different aspects of self. And that just simply means we have physical aspects of self, metaphysical aspects of self, and they each manifest into different habits, ideas, thoughts, forms, and things of that nature. But they have been programmed by this world. So by going through the chakras, it's allowing you to reprogram your own inner energy, allowing you to now create your own code, right? That's down below. And the last thing will be economics. I ain't gonna give too much lore in that, right? Because the ops might be watching. But this is what I'll be studying. Now, you don't have to study all this by yourself. I highly suggest getting with a group of friends and tackling each subject and coming together with the information and starting to build whatever is aligned for you, right? This is the type of energy we have to be on now. We have to be willing to do for self. We have to be willing to operate at our highest evolution, right? Because it's obvious, bro. It's obvious what type of time they on. So we need to be on the same type of time. We need to be cutting throats. We need to be investing our energy in things that are uplifting us, not things that are draining us. That's my spiel. Like I said, my name is Mark Anthony. This is Elevated Talk. Welcome to the Cosmic Show. Now, for my people who stayed all the way to the end, shout out to you, right? That attention span is like that, okay? Pat yourself on the back. Two things. The mission remains the same: to impact and inspire deeper realization within all beings. And that may look different for everybody. Whatever that means to you, sit with it, reflect on it, embody that, and go do it. It may start with just you and your life, and then it spreads. Whatever it is, what matters is that we start. And the last thing, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Last thing, freedom has always been an option. Much love, much peace. I'll catch you guys in the next one.